I'm Uzuazo, and I'm sitting on the LOO. Okay. All right. Question 1, what is your weirdest LOO habit? My weirdest LOO habit, I would say, it's not really weird, but I'm always on my phone. I'm always scrolling on my phone, so sometimes too long. Sometimes I can be sitting down, literally find myself scrolling on my phone for like 30 minutes, 45 minutes, It is what it is. All right. The one artist song that makes you rush out of the LOO to increase the volume. If I'm being honest, probably my stuff, but another artist, some artists I always get excited for whenever they drop. Kendrick Lamar for sure. Definitely make me get out the LOO. Probably Rema, probably Drake. Yeah. What's the next one? 3 songs in your LOO playlist. 3 songs in my LOO playlist. I gotta put my stuff in there, so I'll say Waiting Them Fidu by me and Payback. For sure. What else am I listening to right now? Just off the top of my head, I'll probably say Western Road Flows by Drake. Random song, but it just came to mind. And the last one I'll say, what would be my last song? I literally don't have one. Free Mind by Thames. Yeah. Free Mind by Thames. Probably. Some of these questions you have to think. Flush or splash? Okay. All right. Nigerian fans only support you when you're already big. Okay. I don't really agree with this. Well, it depends, I guess that's just how it is in the music industry. People definitely support you when you're already big, but people will ride with you. I do believe people will help you get to that point as well. So I'm gonna say that's gonna be a flush. A Canadian audience is easier to please than a Nigerian audience. This is cap. I don't believe this at all. I think all in all, it's very difficult to please a new audience, but the Canadian audience, I wouldn't say it's difficult, but I would say you do need to put in work. It is a really diverse place. There's a lot of different people there, so sometimes you may not always resonate with everyone, but definitely I wouldn't say that it's easier. Yeah. All right. It is easier to blow in Nigeria than in Canada. Maybe, it could be. It depends. I feel like the stuff I'm making now, definitely Nigerians are definitely resonating with it more than maybe your average Canadian, maybe. But so maybe I would say it's easier due to the fact that I'm Nigerian and, the stuff I'm making is Nigerian music. So that's going to be a splash. All right, what's next? The LOO take. Okay. What is the meaning of Uzuazo and how did you come about that name? Well, I didn't need to do that much work because it's the name they gave me since birth. So I'm literally just using my actual name. Uzuazo means to survive, to be a survivor, to be, keep going, resilient. So I think I'm actually living up to my name because I feel like I really embody what it means. All right, what's this one? What is one myth about life abroad that Nigerians really need to stop believing? I think generally, one myth about life abroad. I feel like people believe once you go abroad, like life is just rosy and perfect and everything's great. But it also comes with other things that people here might not face. For example, that sense of togetherness and community. Sometimes you don't really have that. I'm lucky enough to have like a bunch of friends and a community of people I love me, but Sometimes people come abroad and they feel alone. They don't really have a lot of people they can depend on. So I would say it's just a different set of challenges that comes with leaving your home country, leaving everything you know, and trying to integrate yourself into a new society. You know, a lot of people don't really factor that in when they think about life abroad. All right. What is the biggest culture shock that you experienced moving between Nigeria and Canada? I think one of the biggest culture shocks was being in school, the way I speak, the way I pronounce things. Everyone would be like, you're pronouncing things wrong, like your accent, you know, it's not making sense, you know. So that was one of the biggest culture shocks, like just the way you speak. It's like, oh, now the way you speak is under a microscope type of thing. So that was definitely one of the things. All right. If you could steal any Nigerian artist's career, who would it be? Okay, who would it be? Interesting. Steal career. I like the way my own is going so far, but if I had to steal someone's career, maybe Wiz, man. I feel like Wizkid, like he just does his thing, you know. He does what he wants, makes the type of music he wants, and you know, that's like the type of thing that I want to do. I don't want to be boxed into one specific sound, one specific lane. I just want to do whatever I want to do and have my fans come with me on that journey, you know. Okay. Would you ever move back to Nigeria permanently for your career? It's a possibility, you know, who knows? What I do know is I'm gonna be tapping back in here all the time like I am now, so you guys are gonna be seeing me a lot. All right, you're stuck in the LOO with your phone and a Bluetooth speaker. Which of your songs are you blasting till rescue comes? I'm gonna play lag freestyle because that's gonna keep my spirits up, you know, being stuck in the LOO, so let's do that.